What is good, YouTube? For those of you guys who might not know, my name is Louis. I'd like to welcome you all to my channel, Louis Laces. I'm back with yet another in-depth review and on-foot look for you guys today. And the shoe we're going to be taking a look at is the Nike Air Force 1 Space Jams, the Hares. So these released on Saturday, the 31st of July, and they retailed for £110 here in the UK. So we'll take a quick look at the box, guys. I'll get the shoe out. We'll talk about the shoe a bit, then I'll get onto the review, then onto the on-foot look at the end for you. So the box, I've said this so many times, and you lot are probably getting, bored to death of me saying this, but again, I expected a Space Jam box, a special box for these shoes. I've expected special boxes for loads of shoes that I've had, and you haven't. You just had average boxes, and that is the case with this. No special Space Jam design, no special logoing or anything, just your normal black standard Nike Air Force 1 box with the silver Nike Air and the Air Force 1 lettering on the top there. The only difference with this box is on the bottom here, you've got the Warner Brother logo in, and their stamp, their trademark basically, and that's just on the back, on the bottom of the box there. So we'll pop open the box. Oh, before I go any further, like I always like to do, is tell you the colorway. The colorway on these read white, light blue Fury, and white. So we'll just get the shoe out, guys. I'll get both. Normally I'll just get the right shoe out on my reviews if there's no difference between the two shoes, the 2 feet, but there is a bit of a difference on these, so I'll grab them both out. But for now, there you have your Nike Air Force 1 Space Jams, and they're calling these the Hares, and that is because obviously the Bugs Bunny and Lola on the other one. So obviously these shoes were brought out to celebrate the new Space Jam, the Legacy film, which is basically the sequel of the first Space Jam, which was released back in 1996. Obviously that one had Michael Jordan in it, and the new one, the new sequel, has got LeBron James in it. For me, I'm a 90s baby, so for me, and I have seen both films. I went when it first released in the UK at cinemas, the new one. I went probably about 2 weeks ago to watch it, and I am actually going, I went with my girl, I am actually going tonight with my son to watch it, because he's decided now that he wants to watch it. So this will be the second time, and now I've got these shoes, I can do it in style and go in these shoes, to be fair, so I'm quite looking forward to that. But with that said, it's a good film. I would recommend going and watching it, if you're into Looney Tunes and LeBron or basketball. It's more of a kids film, obviously, but for me, I'm a 90s baby, so for me, Michael Jordan over LeBron any day of the week. Don't get me wrong, massive respect for LeBron as a person and an athlete, but for me, like I said, I'm a 90s baby. It's all about Michael Jordan for me. And even though the animation and obviously technologies rose since back in 1996, obviously, so the technology's better in the new Space Jam film, I still prefer the original Space Jam film. And for me, sequels never quite are as good as the originals, just for me personally. I'm quite an old head and original head, so yeah, it is still a good film. And if you've got kids who are into Looney Tunes and stuff like that, I would definitely recommend going and watching it. But getting back to the shoes, yes, obviously these are to celebrate that Space Jam film, the new Legacy, and they did bring out other Nike silhouettes with these Space Jam designs on to celebrate the film. We did see a LeBron 8 high in the Space Jam theme. We also seen, I think, 4 different LeBron 18 lows. We had the Wiley and Roadrunners. We had the Sylvester and Tweeties, Bugs and Marvins, and some the Lola Bunny ones as well. And they had like kind of one foot was to represent, say, Bugs, and the other foot was represent Marvin. For me, they were a little bit out there. I did quite like the Wiley and Roadrunner ones. They were crazy, but you know, not really wearable, but to have, they would have been quite cool. And they also released another pair of these Nike Air Force Ones. They were black with like computer, like the inside of a computer chip all over them. They were actually called the computer chips. But for me personally, I saw all the pictures of the Space Jam trainers they were going to release, all the ones I've just said. And for me, I knew from the get-go that straight away, this was going to be the one that I was going to purchase. For me, Nike Air Force One's one of my favourite silhouettes on a Nike shoe. I don't really wear LeBrons. I have only bought one LeBron in my life. I did review it on the channel. They were the Sprites that released back this year. I know there's an OG ones, but the new release, the Retros, I did buy them. So for me, this Air Force was always going to be the ones. And I just prefer this over the computer chip, the black ones. I just think, for me, the colourway's fresher. You've got the whole Space Jammy, you know, the character logos on them. They're a bit more sentimental to Space Jam. And this was just basically a shoe I had to have. I love the colourway, the white off this. I think they're calling it Blue Fury, but I'd call it kind of like a electric blue. Just think it's a really dope shoe. And obviously the characters on it are a little bit on the childish side, but still for me, it's just about like what the shoe means and just the heritage of Space Jam. It's just, you know, it brings back so many memories for me. You know, I was 6 when that come out. Obviously I was born in 1990, so you know, it just brings back a lot for me. So this was a shoe I just knew I had to have. So with all that out of the way, guys, I'm going to get onto the review. So what I'll do is I'll work my way around the shoe and get a detailed look so you guys can really see what's going on with this Nike Air Force One Space Jam, the Hares. And we'll start with the outsole. So on the outsole, you've just got that Blue Fury full normal Nike Air Force One outsole. Nothing different about it. That colour is very eye-catching and it's a real nice blue, to be honest with you. Working up to the midsole, that blue just works its way up a little bit on the grips onto this pure white midsole the whole way around. And obviously, like we always get, you've got your capital Air lettering with that light blue line through it that works its way around the back of the heel of the midsole. Working our way up to the upper, this shoe is wrapped in a full, I would say a light tumbled leather the whole way around. And obviously on the toe box here, you've got your perforated holes. The laces on these little bad boys are just pure white laces. And what I thought you'd probably get with these is, you know, normally on an Air Force One, you'll get your little tab at the bottom that'll say AF-1, standing for Air Force One. I thought you might get like a Space Jam themed tab, but they haven't, and they haven't actually give us any other laces to switch up on these. So working our way around to the side of the upper, as you can see, we've got this big suede Blue Fury swoosh. And that is the same on the inside. And obviously the big difference being between the inside and outside of this shoe, just at the back of the swoosh here, we've got Bugs Bunny dribbling down the court with his basketball in the Toon Squad jersey, the full Toon Squad jersey. And like I said, I got the other shoe out, exact same shoe, playing on the inside, but on the outside next to that swoosh, you've got Lola Bunny, the same. I think she's about to dunk, mid-air dunking, again in that full Toon Squad jersey. Really cool, dope little touches on these shoes, to be fair. Working our way around to the heel, again just wrapped in that white light tumbled leather, but the top here we've got that suede light Blue Fury tab with the white Nike Air logo stitched in. Working our way back round to the front, we've got a white nylon tongue, but on the top, which is a cool little detailing, you've got a blue tongue tab, and you've got Bugs Bunny again dribbling the ball down the court with a white Nike swoosh underneath him and the Air Force One lettering in white. And just to show you the other shoe, exactly the same tongue, same tab, only difference being rather than Bugs Bunny, you've got Lola Bunny on there. Really dope, really cool little touches. And I just absolutely love the colourway on these bad boys, I really do. Working our way to the inside of the shoe, you've got your standard Air Force One sock liner, just that white breathable mesh, breathable netted sock liner. But on the inside here, there is actually a little bit of like a black branding, which is the Warner Brothers Entertainment, WBEI, it says. So I'm guessing it's Warner Brothers Entertainment something, I'm not too sure. That's just on the inside of the sock liner there in black, which obviously you wouldn't normally get on a Air Force One. It just is because obviously it's Space Jam, Warner Brothers Entertainment, so they've incorporated that in the shoe. They've put their stamp on it. I wonder if it says actually anything about that on the back of the tongue. I haven't really checked that. No, just your normal lettering on the back of the tongue. And the insoles of these shoes are just that pure blue Fury again, with a white Nike Air logo inside. And there's not much more, to be honest, I can say about this shoe. It is a very plain shoe. Everything is very obvious about it, to be honest. You know, you straight away, you can see your Bugs Bunny and your Lola Bunny. But I think little is more, less is more with these shoes. That's why I chose these out of all the Space Jam shoes, because I feel like these were the most subtle, but yet they still, you know, you can still tell they're to celebrate Space Jam. And just for me, the colorway, super dope. Summer, definitely a summer shoe. So really, really, really happy with these purchase. Really happy to get hold of them for retail as well. I know they sold out instantly on the official Nike app. I managed to get them off Offspring, which isn't a place I really like to shop, but you know, I've had a few mishaps with them, but still they came through on this one and I managed to get them in my size for retail, so I couldn't be happier about that. But what about you guys? What are you thinking about these Nike Air Force One Space Jam Hares? You know, did you cop a pair? Did you miss on them? Did you manage to get any of the other ones? You know, were they a bit more of your cup of tea, the other Space Jam themed shoes that they brought out? Did you watch the film? Let me know in the comments what you thought about the film, whether you thought it was trash or, you know, whether you was feeling it. Like I said, I'm going for the second time because my son has now decided he wants to go. And, you know, us parents, if I've got to sit through another 2-hour film that I've already seen, which I probably wouldn't have gone and watched again if it wasn't for him, you know, it's what I got to do. Got to man up and be a dad and do it. So yeah, I'm doing that tonight. So, but yeah, like I said, let me know in the comments, guys, what you're thinking about these. What did you think to the film? That just about wraps up this review, guys. So I am going to get on to the on-foot look for you now. So thank you so much for joining me today on this video. I really do appreciate you guys. You know, any new viewers or repeat viewers, you know, people who watch me and come back, my subscribers, genuinely, I really do appreciate it. If you have enjoyed this video, if you want to do me a favor and hit that like button, that'll really help me out, help the channel out, and help get this video out to more people. If you want to join this growing family, you know, become part of this family and subscribe to the channel, again, I'd be massively grateful for that. Drop a comment in the comment section. It's there to be used. I will get back to you guys. I really do pride myself on getting back to everyone who comments on my videos. You know, if you could take the time out of your day to comment on my video, I'm definitely going to take the time to comment back to you. And other than that, guys, until the next one, as always, take care of yourselves, stay healthy, stay positive, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.